Douglas Craig Emhoff, born October 13, 1964, is an American lawyer who is the second gentleman of the United States. He is married to Kamala Harris, the 49th Vice President of the United States and the Democratic Party's nominee for president in the 2024 U.S. presidential election. As the first husband of a vice president, Emhoff is the first second gentleman of the United States. He is also the first Jewish spouse of an American vice president. Early life and education. Douglas Craig Emhoff was born on October 13, 1964, in the Brooklyn borough of New York City, the son of Jewish parents, Michael Emhoff and Barbara Emhoff. His ancestors moved to the United States from Gorlice and Austrian Galicia about 1899 due to persecution. He has a brother, Andy, and a sister, Jamie. From 1969 to 1981, he grew up in Matawan and Old Bridge Township, New Jersey, and attended Cedar Ridge High School. His family were congregants of Temple Shalom, a Reformed synagogue in Aberdeen Township where Emhoff had his bar mitzvah in 1977. The next summer, in 1978, Emhoff attended Camp Cedar Lake in Milford, Pennsylvania, where he was voted most athletic of his division at age 13. When he was 17, he moved with his family to Southern California, where he graduated from Agora High School. He earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Studies from California State University, Northridge, in 1987 and a Juris Doctor from the USC Gould School of Law in 1990. Net worth. Douglas Emhoff is an American lawyer who has a net worth of $8 million. Real estate. Kamala and Doug own 3 homes that have a combined estimated value of $8 million before mortgage liabilities. In 2012, 2 years before they married, Doug Emhoff paid $2.7 million for a home in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Brentwood. Today this home is worth around $5 million based on comparable neighborhood sales. In 2004, Kamala paid $490,000 for an apartment in San Francisco. That same year she began serving as California's first black district attorney. Today this property is worth around $1 million. In 2017, Kamala and Doug paid $1.775 million for a condo in Washington, D.C. Today this property is worth around $2 million. Personal life. Emhoff was married to film producer Kirsten Mackin from 1992 to 2008. They have 2 children together, Cole and Ella. Although Emhoff and Mackin's divorce was amicable, and they have since referred to each other as friends, Emhoff has acknowledged that he had an extramarital affair with one of his children's teachers and that the affair contributed to the breakup of his first marriage. In 2013, Emhoff was set up on a blind date with then Attorney General of California, Kamala Harris. They became engaged in March 2014 and were married at the Santa Barbara County Courthouse on August 22, 2014. Harris's younger sister, Maya, officiated at their wedding. As of August 2019, Emhoff and Harris had an estimated net worth of $5.8 million. The couple temporarily resided at Blair House, the official guest house of the president, while the official residence of the vice president, No. 1 Observatory Circle, underwent maintenance and renovation at the beginning of Harris's term. They also maintain homes in San Francisco, Washington, D.C., and the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. Career. Emhoff is a litigator focused on media, entertainment, and intellectual property. He was admitted to the California State Bar in 1990 and began his career at Pillsbury Winthrop's litigation group. He moved to Bell & Rawlings and Badel, a boutique firm, in the late 1990s. He opened his own firm with Ben Whitwell in 2000, which was acquired by Venable LLP in 2006. Emhoff became managing director of Venable's West Coast offices. Among his clients were Walmart, Merck, and Dolarian Capital. Emhoff was one of the lawyers representing Taco Bell's former advertising agency TBWA in a Chihuahua-centric case. Emhoff joined DLA Piper as a partner in 2017, working at its Washington, D.C., and California offices. He earned $1.2 million per year as a partner of the law firm, following the announcement that his wife would be Joe Biden's running mate in the 2020 United States presidential election. Emhoff took a leave of absence from the firm. After the Biden-Harris ticket won, the campaign announced Emhoff would permanently leave DLA Inauguration Day to avoid conflict of interest concerns. In December 2020, Georgetown University Law Center announced that Emhoff would join the school's faculty as a distinguished visitor and as a distinguished fellow of the school's Institute for Technology Law and Policy. Second Gentleman of the United States. In August 2020, Harris was announced as Biden's running mate in the presidential election, making Emhoff the third man in U.S. history to be a spouse of the vice presidential candidate of a major party. Emhoff said he filmed the viral "We Did It, Joe" video on November 7, 2020, which captured a phone conversation between Biden and Harris after they learned they had won the election. When Harris assumed office, Emhoff became the first second gentleman of the United States. He is also the first Jewish spouse of a U.S. vice president. Emhoff was popularly labeled a wife guy, a slang term referring to a man whose fame is owed to his wife, or one who is exceptionally supportive of his wife. In 2020, Emhoff called himself a wife guy on Twitter. In his role as second gentleman, Emhoff plans to focus on equal access to justice and legal representation. In March 2021, while second gentleman, Emhoff began teaching a course called Entertainment Law Disputes at the Georgetown University Law Center. He said he respected educators as he had learned that teaching is really hard, saying he has so much respect for the teachers out there doing this each and every day. Emhoff has led the U.S. delegations to several diplomatic events, including the opening ceremony of the 2020 Summer Paralympics in Tokyo and the inaugurations of South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol and Philippine President Bongbong Marcos. In July 2022, he traveled to Eugene, Oregon, to participate in the opening ceremonies of the 2022 World Athletics Championships. Emhoff was part of the American legation to the 2024 Summer Olympics, attending several competitions and the closing ceremony. In June 2023, Emhoff engaged with the Congressional Dads Caucus in a roundtable on Capitol Hill, discussing the Biden administration's family support programs. The discussion stressed the significance of universal family leave and encouraged its utilization. The roundtable's agenda focused on federal strategies to encourage co-parenting, promote paid family and medical leave policies, expand the child tax credit, and improve access to affordable child care. Combating anti-Semitism. Emhoff, the first Jewish spouse of a president or vice president, is a prominent figure in the Biden administration's fight against anti-Semitism. He led a roundtable on anti-Semitism in December 2022 and visited Auschwitz in January 2023. Emhoff was part of the White House team that launched the U.S. national strategy to counter anti-Semitism in May 2023. He expressed concern about anti-Semitism in schools and on college campuses, arguing that conflations of Jewish identity with Israeli actions led to increased hostility and threats against Jews.